Right, hey everyone, welcome to BowkVR. I'm James. Today I'm just going to do a really quick, 5-minute build of Freestyle series. Freestyle series is a simple gun stock. If you do not want to do a build yourself, you can just buy the signature series and it will come and you just need to put the one bolt in and you're done. You're ready to go straight away. Freestyle series, as it comes, you get your 2 cups, your rear piece, your shoulder interface, and a sling mount. There's also mounting hardware for attaching to wood and also hollow tube. We won't be using the hollow tube ones today. We're using the ones attaching to a wood dowel. In this case, it's a 20mm wooden dowel. 20mm is just over 3/4 of an inch. I've cut this down to 550mm long, which is about 1 foot 10 inches. Now what I'm going to do here is I need to establish a constant line along at the same position around the circle, like a water line it might be called. So I'm just going to, what I've done here is I've got a piece of wood strapped onto the table, and I'm just going to bring the dowel up against it, and then if I mark, get a bit of pencil out, if I mark at the rough positions, those marks will all be, you can see them, those marks will all be collinear, which, yeah, it's a nice way of doing it. You can also, if you don't have a piece of wood on a table, you can also imagine this as a wall. You could bring this up against the corner of a wall. That just holds it stable rather than trying to hold it in the middle of the floor. Hold it, bring it to the corner of a wall, and then bring something of a known constant thickness. Maybe not a phone because of the curved edges, but something of a known constant thickness. Bring it up and then mark in one location, shift it along, mark another, shift it along, mark in the last one. That'll give you the same offset, same distance around the tube. Right, now I'm going to mark the other direction, so the distance along the tube I want my holes. So I want, for this one, I want 15mm in from the end. That's my front hand. I want 305mm, what's that, a foot. And then 15mm in from the other end, which is just under 3/4 of an inch from the other end. So those will establish essentially the points where I want the controllers and then the shoulder piece. Now with those points, I highly recommend you pilot drill them. If you're not going to pilot drill, what I'd do is I'd leave more material on initially. It might just hold the wood together a bit better, and then chop it off afterwards. But yeah, if you can, please do pilot drill. It will stop your wood splitting. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just using a hole punch. You could use an end of a pen, pencil, just to mark the start for the drill. This just makes it easier for the drill to align so that it doesn't, skew off to the side and walk on you. So we've got those 3 points marked. I've got my pilot drill. I think it's about 3mm diameter, or 1/8 of an inch. So I would normally do this in a vise. I'm just doing this here because on camera. Right. Got those holes pilot drilled now. So all I need to do is screw it up. Screw it up. Put your screw on the end of your screwdriver, put it in through the hole, bring it up to the dowel, put it in your pilot hole, and do it up. I normally use an impact driver for this because I'm lazy. Alright, done up tight. Same deal for the next one. My left hand's at the front because I'm right-handed. Bring it to the next one, and then screw it in. If you didn't want to do a pilot hole and you're doing it right near the end, what you could do is maybe replace these with slightly smaller screws. That might save you from splitting as well. Just another way of mitigating it. yeah, it's easier if you put it through the hole first. And then sort of bring it around, line it up, and then just screw it in. Right, so that's you can run your gun with that gun stock like that, solid, or you can bring the sling point in. So with the sling point, it's got an L out one direction. Face it away from you, just so when it's dangling, it's any load you're putting on it is actually pushing against the screw. If you put it the other way around, it'll peel the screw off more easily. It'd be fine structurally either way, but just worth doing. So I'm just going to position it slightly towards me, and then put a little mark for the screw. I'm not going to pilot drill this one because it's a smaller diameter screw. It'll be fine. He saves and it splits on him straight away. Nope. Screwdriver. Alright, got yourself gun stock. Perfect, right there. Easy. This thing's super solid and it weighs balance 160 grams. That's what I got there. As it was, yep, 160 grams. Okay, cool. 160 grams, what's that, about just under 6 ounces? If you do it with, and that's with 20mm diameter dowel, if you do it with 18mm dowel, you're going to get under 150 grams. Everything's lined up well. Perfect. Easy. You can go more wacky with your builds. You can paint them. Be a good starting point. Make it look more professional. A bit of a paint job. I just left a bit of wood showing just to show where it came from. You can use really big diameter dowel if you have it lying around. That's 28mm or like 1 1/4 inch. You can go crazy. You might have seen P90. That's just cut out of a bit of plywood, but the same parts, just the pieces just flipped upside down. Awesome. Have a go.